Hey guys, how's it going? Um, the Beard here today. I'm playing a little Napoleon Total War. I've got the third discussion that I will release today. This will probably be the last one. I usually release my videos on weekends since I'm really busy on normal days. I might do my Let's Plays on normal days, discussions on weekends since I have to find a topic, do research about it and everything. Today we are gonna talk about the history of DLCs of Total War. Um, Now this is a pretty interesting topic because DLCs have been a big part of Total Wars now. It's way large. It's taken a way larger role than it has been since Total War first started. And Rome Total War and Medieval 2, those are the games I first started playing. When these games were released, DLC wasn't a major part of Total War. But at Empire Total War, it started getting interesting. There were, let me think, there were units, there were extra campaigns, the Indian one, the Native Americans. And I think there were other countries. Another just units and new battles, things like that. But in Napoleon Total War, it started getting more interesting. There were like lots of unique units. That's when people actually started wanting to buy lots of new DLCs because it was really fun to play with those back then. And after Napoleon Total War, there's Shogun 2. Not really sure about Shogun 2 because I've never played it. My computer doesn't allow me to play it. Quit this back. I don't want to play it anymore. I didn't really play much. At Rome 2 Total War, that's when it got really interesting because it introduced lots of new factions, new battles, new units. But it started getting really expensive and might not be worth buying since then. Um, I think lots of Total War YouTubers have talked about this too. Um, it started becoming more and more expensive since Rome 2 Total War. Attila's DLCs are like $80 altogether. It's pretty crazy. It might not be something I want to spend money on since all the factions are just like the same except they are reskinned. So I'm really curious about the DLCs of Total War Warhammer. I think they will just keep releasing new factions like the Elves, Dark Elves, maybe Cathay, Bretonnians, in campaign. Of those, that would be pretty sad because I don't want to just buy a faction, like spend like $3 on a faction that's not quite important and just like it's just like the same with other factions. Like, what's the difference between this Human Empire unit faction and the other one? Like, they're basically all the same. They dress the same, except for like Cathay, which is ancient China in Warhammer. That's unique. I want factions like that, like elves, dark elves. I want things like that. I don't want Empire 1, Empire 2, Empire 3. I don't want to buy DLCs like that. That's shit. It's just like reskin new factions. Like, what's the point of buying it? I want to spend like $10 on this little new faction that's just like Empire, except they had a different color, right? What I'm suggesting here is that given the fact that this has been what Creative Assembly has been doing for the past few years on Total War Rome 2 and Total War Attila, maybe we shouldn't just get DLCs when it first got released. I mean, like, get factions like Chaos, but when there's like new units or new human empire factions, my suggestion for you guys is that you should probably go check on other YouTubers videos, or I know there's a lot of YouTubers doing like new DLCs and stuff like that. You can also check out my videos. I might be doing stuff about the new DLCs, you know. Also do a lot of research, because if you don't want to spend wrong money on these kind of boring stuff, don't. Like, just an example, the DLCs of Total War Attila is $80. If you have $80 only, instead of spending it on DLC, you would just spend it on Total War Warhammer, right? So always do your research before getting the DLCs, given that Creative Assembly have been really bitchy these past few years about DLCs. I think this is it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Have a good one.